Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I'm Leah and today I'm very excited to be talking about the new Flight of Fancy collection from Wet n Wild. It is limited edition. It is now here in Canada. I think it just arrived not too long ago. And I was able to find, I think, most of the collection at my local superstore for very reasonable prices. So I got two eyeshadow palettes. One is the Flock Party. And the other eyeshadow palette is Stop Ruffling My Feathers, which is very cute. I did also get the Photo Focus Primer Water Spray. I've never used one of these before, so I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. And as well, I got the Baked Blush in Don't Flutter Yourself. And lastly, a lip gloss in the color Featherless. So definitely all sticking in line with the birds and Birds of Paradise and Flights of Fancy sort of theme. Very cute names, very cute packaging. So I'm excited to try it. I've got my face all prepped and primed. I did go ahead, I did pick up the Photo Focus Primer Water Spray and I used that before starting my makeup, before putting on my foundation. So I'll go ahead and insert a clip of me trying that here. It doesn't really have much of a smell to it. It smells kind of just like other generic, like the NYX Matte Setting Spray. It smells like the Essence Keep It Perfect Setting Spray. No scent added to it. I thought it might be a little bit tropical because of the Flight of Fancy bird sort of theme, but not so much luck there. It felt nice on my skin. It made my skin feel smooth, but I definitely still needed to use a little bit of my primer oil to go with my Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation that I would normally use. So I'm a little bit curious about the ingredients for the primer water, if it's something that's good for my skin and it's sort of adding nutrients to it before I layer a bunch of makeup on. So I'll have to do a little bit more research on that and update you as well. But right now, I just want to go ahead and get started with the eyes. I think for, I don't know which one to use. They're both really pretty. I think because it's daytime right now, I'm going to go with the one that's like, seems a little bit lighter. I don't know. No, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do Flock Party. So it's got the, it's got 4 shades in here. Transition, brow bone, crease, and eyelids. So it kind of shows you also on the back here how to layer them and how to put them on. So just opening this up, guys, I just got this morning, so they're not even open. Give me one sec here. Okay, so I was able to get into it, but I broke a nail, so that kind of was crummy. But we're just gonna go ahead and start with the eye look. I think I will try and do, gosh, there are so many stickers on here. For Pete's sake. It's like they're worried people are gonna break in and take the individual pots out. It's not gonna happen. This was $3.38. All right, now that I've got it open, we'll go ahead and put it on. I do wanna do some swatches. This was only $3.38 at my local superstore. So very inexpensive, but I'm hoping that we still get some good quality shadows here. So that's the crease. That's the brow bone. Boy, nothing is showing up on my arm here. Transition, and then hopefully get some color with the eyelid shade. All right, so very light. Those are just like one pass with the finger and then one pass on the arm. So not a great test, but I just thought we would try it and just see what happens. They feel pretty good. They feel nice and smooth. So I'm hoping that means that they'll apply and blend really nicely as well. So taking a Sigma brush here, an E35, we'll just start. Wow, that is like loose powder. Okay. Barely even touch that. Taking the transition shade and I'm going to fluff it into my crease. Not a whole lot of color, but that's okay. Well, maybe compared to the other eye, maybe it's laying something down here. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to go into the next shade here, the crease shade. It's kind of like a tawny gold color. Maybe it's a little bit foiled, I'm not sure, because there's almost no kick up with this one. So in comparison to the transition shade, this one's very different. I'm using the same brush just to kind of see you know, if it works or if I need to switch it up. This I might need a little bit of a firmer brush with. I'm gonna take actually my MAC 248 and just go back into that crease shade and just try and get a little bit more color because I'm not seeing anything like at all. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take the primer water and wet the brush. This has a really nice fine mist on it. Like, it's really big, but I feel like you'll be able to like do almost your whole face in just one pass. So, wet brush. Oh, you know what? It really doesn't smell good. It has quite a bit of an alcohol smell to it. So, I am even more curious to see what the ingredients are. Shadow is working a little bit better now that the brush is wet, but still not a ton of payoff. I know I kind of went down below my crease with this shade just because I really like it. It's actually quite pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take another Sigma brush here and go into the brow bone. This is kind of like a nice, thick, densely packed brush. So I want to try and get a good amount of color here. It's not a whole lot going on, I gotta say. The shadow palettes I'm not too sure about. So far I've got the brow color, the transition shade, and the crease shade on. And I'm going to go into the eyelid shade here. Just blow that off. There's so much of that transition shade. Using a MAC 217. It's not really picking a whole lot up. But let's just see. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's kind of pretty. That is kind of pretty. You can barely tell that it's pink or red at all, like at all, but something's happening. Okay. Okay. That's okay. I don't love it. Like I don't know. I'm glad it was only $3.38. I'm just gonna take some on my finger here, just see if I can get a little more color payoff. Oh, barely at all. Not even a tiny bit. Okay. And like, this is coming off onto my eyelids very kind of like warm orangey pinky, and in the pan it's like straight up burgundy, so I'm a little bit confused. These colors are pretty true. They're very, very, very faint, and yeah, they're very faint. This one I really expected a lot more out of, so I'm a little bit confused about that. But yeah, it's a very soft glam look, that's for sure. And because it's not too crazy, I'm gonna run it under the eyes as well. Just trying to get a little bit more on the lid here, a little more color payoff. Really not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna just dive back into that crease shade, that kind of goldy crease shade, and just see if I can't get a little bit of shimmer on the lid here. Yep, nope, not really. Okay. Alright, so far, eyeshadow palette is okay. I'm gonna go and slap on some mascara and then we'll be back to try the blush. Alright, now that we've got some mascara on, I'm gonna throw on some lips here. So this is another limited edition shade. This is the color Featherless. They had another like really pinky shade, and then I think kind of a red shade, and then a really quite an orange shade, which I was a little bit tempted by, but I was just super boring and stuck with the nude because I don't have any of their liquid lipsticks, and it's easier for me to compare it to colors that I already have in terms of like patchiness, wear time, how it goes with the color of my lips and things like that. No smell, just smells like makeup, or like it's a little chemically smelling, but it's actually very comfortable, and I actually really like this color. Like, really like this color. It is the softest baby pink nude that I own. I don't own anything like this, so very excited about that. I think this was $5.94, so also not breaking the bank. This I forgot. This I forgot to mention was also $5.94. No, this was $4.94. So $5, $6, $6 for the blush, and then $3.50 for each of the palettes, which, based on what went on when I tried to put that on, that maybe is all that it's worth. But anyway, we're just gonna keep going in. We're gonna try and open the blush now. I'm a little bit curious about this. The other shade that they had for this was like a straight up gold color, and it was called a baked blush as well. And This has tons of sheen and shimmer to it. You can see that a little bit. It definitely has some peachy goldiness to it, but it's definitely still a pretty soft pink. So I'm excited. I hope it's not too shimmery, although I don't mind that for the summer, having a little like bright pop of pink on the cheeks. Blush brush. I think I'm just gonna try like a normal blush brush with this. Nothing like that's gonna put on too much product, nothing too fluffy. This is called, well, it's actually called a multitask brush. So just gonna dip in there kind of lightly and just go on the cheeks. Okay, so it's pretty shimmery. Not a ton of color, that's okay. I think I'm gonna switch out the brush already though. Stick with Real Techniques, but use my Instacolor pot. And just see if I can get a little bit more of the actual pigment and not just the, okay, that is, that is shiny. Shiny, shiny. All right. The color is really faint and I'm a little bit afraid to build it up because of how shimmery it is, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna do it. Ooh, man. I'm just gonna go a little crazy here. So, not tons and tons of color payoff, but that's okay. We're gonna just let this sit. I'm gonna do a little setting spray and hope that lasts. Okay everybody, this is the final look. I used 4 products from the new Wet n Wild collection, the limited edition Flights of Fancy. So far so good. I did kind of gripe about the eyeshadow palette, but I'm not hating how my eyeshadow turned out. So hopefully it lasts. Hopefully the blush doesn't look like I just landed from outer space and I'm a glowing Martian, but we'll see. And also I really hope that this lip lasts because I freaking love it. I love it. So that out of this whole collection, I would recommend right away. I would recommend the lip color. Obviously it's only been on for about 4 minutes, so I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it's very comfortable, it's not too sticky, and the color is absolutely gorgeous. So once again, in the shade Featherless. So pretty. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you'd like, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Aloha.